Greetings and salutations, Virgo. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining me again here on Virgo Tarot. And let me see here. What can I tell you? I'm still in quarantine, and I have a little ways to go. So to keep my sanity, I'm restarting this whole YouTube channel thing and putting all my energy into getting videos up for you guys. I went live on my Facebook page, which you're more than welcome to follow me on, Virgo Tarot on Facebook. You can also contact me there for a personal reading if you find that my readings are resonating for you. Yeah, just contact me there and we can talk. The other thing too is that when I went live yesterday, it was a lot of fun, actually. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to flip over to YouTube and do the same thing. Problem is, I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm a little new at all of these rules and stuff. So at any rate, I figured, why not? It's kind of a crazy time. So my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the time I get out of quarantine. So, why not, right? So if you want to hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. So, let's get to your reading. For this monthly read for April, I'm doing a 3-card spread. And then I'm going to clarify each one of those cards. And then I've got 3 oracle decks that I'm going to pull from too, to get you where you need to be. All right then. So let's see, for Virgo, well, look at that. Virgo for April 2020. You've got the Sun card, which is happiness and good times. And it also could mean a Leo in your life. So, so that's your focus. This isn't necessarily a love reading. It depends on what your focus is, on your main focus, what's on your mind the most. But, this could be, times with family and stuff. But this is aimed at being a general read. So the background is the 4 of Swords. So maybe a break or a rest that was happening. And then the advice would be the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can represent a Taurus, but it's usually representative of tradition, and also, it can have a bit of a spiritual attack on there. But it also is like traditions like commitments and marriage and that sort of thing. So that's in your advice. So, the hidden energies around everything, surrounding everything, is the 3 of Swords. So we've got a bit of sorrow, maybe a bit of grief going on. So let's clarify these cards. So let's clarify the Sun for Virgo. Clarify the Sun for Virgo as your focus this month for April. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Wands. But, under these circumstances, there's lots of people not getting along very well. So, there's conflicts. And, yeah, like just nobody seems to be getting along. And this has you concerned. And then we've got one of the cards that represent you to some degree. I think you share it with another sign. I can't remember. This is the Magician. So this is manifesting. This is, you're manifesting something. Or at least you're trying to. You're trying to manifest something. You're happy. Or you could be trying to manifest something with a Leo. But at this very time, it's like there's conflicts and argument. It's not easy. All right, so And you got the Judgment card. So somebody's making a decision. This card can also represent Scorpio. But this is like, this is like somebody's made a big decision and it changes everything. And, under the circumstances of what we all find ourselves swirling in is that, there are tough decisions that need to be made. So, yeah, that may not be working out so well. So, the background to this situation, let's get some, oh my goodness gracious. I think that's too many cards, so I'm going to put those back. So, the background to this situation is, oh my, okay, lots of swords. So we've got the Four of Swords here, which is a rest or a pause, and that's your background. And then this has been coming up for almost everybody because this is, I'm almost tempted to call this my new isolation lockdown card, because it does kind of give that loose jail feeling, maybe even, like not quite a mask, but you know what I'm saying, keep your hands to yourself. So I'm wondering if this is as a result of the lockdown. But we also have the Seven of Swords, which is personally my least favorite card in the tarot. It's this is about deception, maybe even sort of theft kind of deal, sneaky behavior for the most part. So let's pull another card and see what happens there. Oh, they're coming at me. Oh, you're all by yourself. There we go. And yeah, there's some sadness. It doesn't look as though I don't know. It's so funny because most of these cards are actually, like a little on the heavy side, but your focus is the sun. So it could be that you're focused on your own happiness, or that, that you're really trying, or that you've been working towards something with a Leo in your life. But in the past, you've been restricted, you've been sad, there's been lies and sneaky behavior, and now there's fights, and ultimately a decision, and manifesting into something, not sure what. Maybe that's what we'll find out in terms of what the advice is. So if the advice, now the context of the advice for you, the Hierophant, would be to seek counsel with somebody that you respect. Someone who has experience in whatever it is you're dealing with. So there we go. And that person might be the Queen of Pentacles, so an Earth sign, which would be, or this is you, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Someone who can help you get some perspective, somebody who has a nurturing quality about them, who's grounded and can give you a solid perspective on this situation. There we go. Yeah, and stay calm. There may be a Sagittarius involved, but temperance is all about, not losing your shit, and, staying cool, and, being present with your own intuition, meditative. And then there's you, the Hermit. So yeah, I think that during this time of isolation, you can really take advantage of focusing on what went wrong, and to figure out exactly what you were trying to manifest as well, and why what you were trying to manifest wasn't coming to pass. So the background energies and the hidden surrounding energies for the clarifying cards is the Justice card. So ultimately you're going to find balance in this. This also could mean that there's a Libra as a part of this equation. But, you know, truth and balance, it sounds as if that's going to be a key element in you feeling better about the situation. Or maybe, you know, that's what quarantine is giving you, is a balanced perspective on your own truth. So, that was fun. Now we're going to move on to the Oracle cards. So this is the Distant Early Warning card deck, created by Marshall McLuhan back in the 60s, 1969 to be exact. And so I'm going to pull this card to represent your work and career situation. Although I don't know cartomancy, McLuhan has put little sayings on each one of the cards, so I'm going to read that for you, and you take it whatever way you need to. I'm not going to interpret it for you, because that's not how Marshall works. That feels good. Okay, so you got the Two of Diamonds. The chicken was the egg's idea for getting more eggs. Sam Butler. It's a quote by Sam Butler. So the chicken was the egg's idea. Can I get that in there? For getting more eggs. The chicken was the egg's idea for getting more eggs. Sam Butler. Okay, so now for your home and family life, which has become hot stuff to talk about and comes up in cards all the time now, because, you know, all of our landscape is completely changed, like overnight. Okay, there we are. Crown chakra. You're not the only one who got one of these. This really is about, you know, it doesn't matter whether you believe in God or not. Whatever motivates, would motivate you to meditate, whatever you can, connect to in terms of your own internal system, navigation system of life, that's where you need to go. And, it's like, it's about your connection with all that is, as opposed to your connection with any individuals, per se. It's a time for you to really figure out what it is you want, what code is, and where you stand, essentially, on the decisions that you're making right now. And for love, this crown chakra is really, it's about allowing guidance to come from a place other than you, or your higher self, if that makes you feel better. So there's one last card for love. Superhero. So it sounds to me that whatever love situation you may have going on, you're gonna fix it. Because you're a superhero, and if fixing it means that you're just about to make the right decision, that you're, this is like in terms of you trying to figure out, what the right decision is, after the introspection and staying calm. What can I tell you, Virgo? We're all going through it. So thank you so much for joining me again. And don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Thanks again. We'll see you.